Go deeper. A soul initiation for the chosen ones. Not everything can be healed at the surface. Do you feel it? That pull beneath your skin. That whisper from within. That sense that there is more. More to uncover. More to release. More to remember. This is your call to go deeper. The truth is, you've already done the surface work. You've cleansed, purged, rewritten your affirmations, changed your circle, drank the water, lit the sage. But there's something still there. If you found this message, it's because it was meant for you. Only those aligned with this frequency will receive its call. It is for the ones ready to meet the mirror within the mirror, to touch the wounds beneath the wounds, to step into the shadows, not to fear them, but to free them. Because here's the sacred truth. Chosen one. You cannot become the highest version of yourself by skipping the depths of who you truly are. Surface-level healing ends where the true journey begins. And the true journey begins when you decide to go deeper. Please like, subscribe, and comment below so we know you're here and connected to Source. Surface level won't set you free. Most of the world lives at the surface. Surface thoughts, surface emotions, surface connections, numb, distracted, overstimulated. They avoid the silence because in the silence, the truth lives. But you were not sent here for surface living. You were sent here to be a deep sea diver of the soul, to swim into memories, traumas, ancient lineages, and pull out light from the places most people run from. The pain you've carried, the wounds that never seem to fully close, they don't need another distraction. They need your full attention. Going deeper means asking, where am I still avoiding truth? What am I pretending not to know? What am I protecting with silence? You cannot alchemize what you will not face. You cannot ascend with weights you pretend don't exist. The layers beneath the wound. The first pain is not the real pain. It is the echo. The surface slash that gets your attention, but hides the deeper scar beneath it. The one you've carried across lifetimes. The one you've adapted to so well, you've mistaken it as part of your personality. But when you go deeper, you begin to unravel the truth. That anger, it was grief in disguise. That perfectionism, a response to abandonment. That silence, a survival mechanism from a time when your voice wasn't safe. Every reaction is a remembrance. Every trigger, a teacher. Going deeper requires slowing down, long enough to listen, not just to the words, but to the energy behind them. What did your younger self need to hear, but never did? What patterns did your ancestors pass down through blood and bone? What part of your soul did you bury to be accepted? When you go deeper, you start realizing that healing isn't about becoming someone new. It's about recovering the version of you who never needed to hide in the first place. Self-created blocks and subconscious walls. Not all prisons have bars. Some are built from beliefs, laid brick by brick, through experience, repetition, and trauma. I'm not ready yet. No one understands me. What if I fail? What if I succeed? These aren't just thoughts. They're walls you've built to protect yourself. But now those same walls are keeping you from expansion. Going deeper means noticing the ways you unconsciously sabotage your own elevation. It means becoming aware of how fear masquerades as logic, how old programming whispers louder than your current potential. You might find yourself stuck in cycles, returning to the same job, same relationships, same frustrations, not because you're cursed, but because something deep inside is still running an outdated program. To break it, you don't need more force. You need more awareness. Sit with yourself. Listen without judgment. Ask your inner child, what are you afraid will happen if I succeed? You'll be surprised how honest the soul is when the ego steps aside. Discomfort is the doorway. The depths are uncomfortable, and they're meant to be. Growth doesn't happen in the light alone. It happens in the soil, beneath the surface, in the sacred stillness of becoming. And healing? It's not always soft or glamorous. Sometimes it's grief. Sometimes it's anger. Sometimes it's sitting in your room, not knowing what's wrong, but knowing something is rising. The truth is, if you're comfortable, you're not growing. Comfort is the cage. Discomfort is the invitation. Going deeper means having the uncomfortable conversation with yourself, facing the memory you've been avoiding, admitting that the thing you've been calling fine is actually falling apart. And that's okay, because falling apart isn't failure, it's fragmentation before reintegration. The deeper you go into the discomfort, the closer you get to your rebirth. Remember, the caterpillar dissolves before it becomes the butterfly. Shadows are sacred. You've been taught to fear your shadow, to exile the parts of you that don't look like light. But the truth is, the shadow is the light that's been rejected. Your anger has wisdom. Your shame has a story. Your fear has roots. Going deeper means embracing the parts of yourself that were deemed too much, too sensitive, too loud, too broken. They are not flaws, they are fragments, and your healing comes when you invite them back into wholeness. Ask yourself, what parts of me do I still judge? Whose voice am I hearing when I reject myself? What would happen if I loved that part anyway? The shadow is not your enemy, it's your initiation. To transmute it is to become your own alchemist. To integrate it is to become unstoppable. Diving into unseen realms. Going deeper is not just emotional or psychological, it is spiritual. It is remembering that you are more than flesh and thought. You are energy, frequency, vibration. You are memory wrapped in skin. The more you heal, the more access you gain to your soul's archives. This is where the Akashic memories begin to open, where dreams become messages, where guides speak louder than thoughts, where your intuition becomes your compass. To go deeper is to explore your past lives and the patterns they left behind. Your soul contracts, who you agreed to meet and why. Your higher self's guidance, often hidden in the whisper behind the fear. When you go deeper into these realms, the world around you begins to change. Not because the world changed, but because you did. Healing is not linear, it's layered. You may feel like you've already healed something, but then a new situation arrives, and it opens an old wound. That's not regression, that's evolution. Healing is a spiral. Each time you revisit something, it's from a higher level of consciousness. You are more aware, more capable, more expanded. You are not starting over, you are going deeper. There are always new layers to discover, new truths hiding beneath old memories, new clarity around past pain, new power in former weakness. And with each layer you embrace, you become more of who you truly are. Your depth is your gift. Chosen one, the reason you've always felt different. The reason people come to you with their pain. The reason you can sense things others can't explain is because you carry depth. You are the depth. You are the lighthouse for others, not because your life is perfect, but because you dared to go deeper within yourself. You hold healing in your energy. You hold wisdom in your silence. You hold galaxies in your gaze. The world needs more depth, more realness, more of you. So let your depth be your offering. Let your scars be your scripture. Let your journey inward be the path others follow when they're ready to find themselves again. As deep as an ocean. There is a reason the ocean has always been used as a metaphor for the soul. It is vast. It is mysterious. It holds secrets. It hides treasures. And most of all, it cannot be fully mapped. Just like you. When you go deeper into yourself, it is like descending into the ocean. At first, the light still reaches you. Things feel familiar, safe, understandable. But the further you go, the dimmer it gets. You start to lose reference points. You start to feel the pressure, not from the ocean itself, but from the resistance of your own fears. Yet those who brave the descent discover what most never will. Because beneath the crashing surface, beneath the waves of emotion, beneath the turbulent memories and storms, lies an entire unexplored world within you. There are entire species of truths you haven't encountered yet. Ancient memories fossilized in your bones. Unexpressed gifts lying dormant like shipwrecked relics on the ocean floor. There are ecosystems of emotion, some healing, some wild, some still learning how to breathe. And there, in the stillness of your deep, you will realize something profound. You were never shallow. You were never small. You were never broken, only untraveled. Like the ocean, the deepest parts of you are the least known, yet the most powerful. And just like the ocean, your depth is sacred. The invitation to go deeper. This is not the end of the message, it is the beginning of your descent inward. You are not broken. You are layered. You are not lost. You are in process. You are not stuck. You are becoming. When you go deeper, you meet the real you, the one before the programming, the one before the pain. And once you meet them, nothing can stop you. So go deeper, into the silence, into the discomfort, into the vastness that lives inside of you. Because beneath the wounds, beneath the stories, beneath the surface, is the real you, and you are ready to meet you. Chosen ones, we now ask you, what part of you have you buried so deep? You're afraid to remember it, yet you know it's the key to your liberation? Or, when was the last time you sat with your shadow and listened, not to silence it, but to understand it? And finally, can you love the version of you that is still healing, even if no one else understands the depths you've had to walk through? Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.